Well, good morning, boys and girls. Today is the 11th of November, 2023. Think about it, World War I ended today. So many people died that the population of the world only got back there about 70 years later. The population of Ireland has just recently returned. The population of England got there in about 2000. How many people do you think died? See, the 11th of November is the single most important day in Canadian history because, well, we get to remember people that died for us, that didn't even know we'd exist. So, you may be thinking to yourself, Sterling, why do you care so much about a bunch of random people that never knew your name, you don't know any of theirs, and they died fighting for some rich people that don't really matter? Well, that's the interesting thing. One, I think war is completely wrong, and the oldest wars in all of history were basically all conducted by very powerful people trying to get what they wanted. But unfortunately, it's people like you and me that died doing that. But I still am quite appreciative for the people that had passed away during these battles. As World War I, for example, 600,000 Canadians fought. And Newfoundlanders. We weren't all technically a country yet, but with the Great Wide North, we went and we fought. Of that 600,000, about 60,000, give or take, passed away. They died in the trenches of Normandy. They flew out of planes and they were bomb struck. They were ripped in half in front of their best friends. They had diseases that we can barely even comprehend. While all of this was going on, the Spanish flu was happening, and it was probably the most absolute worst time to be a military-aged man. 177,000 people were just injured. So imagine those injuries that I just described, except you walk home with them. You see your mom and you don't have a leg or an arm. You see your brother and you're completely blind because of mustard gas. But I am thankful for them, not because they fought in this war, because they were deemed to do this by people that have never worked an honest day in their lives, but because in their heart they woke up and they knew that they wanted to be the greatest change in this world. They wanted to do something that we can barely even comprehend. And not enough people my age understand this. And I will never put my foot down about this. I will never give up because, yes, you may not like that, what this and this and that and this and this and this. Would you die for someone that's going to live 100 years from now? It's a good question, isn't it? And you may be thinking to yourself, Sterling, why, right? Like, it's just some people, right? They don't. But when I look for motivation in my life to get up and do the things that I wish to do, to try and help people around me, to change the world and make it the way that I wish to see, I try to avoid people that most people look for in motivation. Why would I want to look to Andrew Tate to decide whether or not I should be a better person? Why would I want to look to Lizzo to decide how I am supposed to be a strong human being? Why couldn't I look towards someone that I don't even know the name of? One picture of one person that died in a trench somewhere and suffered such an amazing loss of seeing all of their friends destroyed in front of them, but they still woke up in the morning. They were starving. They were cold. They had diseases that we cannot even imagine. They were suffering in ways we can't even comprehend, and they still stood up on their 2 feet. When their feet hit the floor fire fucking sword. They would literally charge into the middle of nothing, almost dying because they had a belief in their mind that what they were doing was going to make a better world, not just for themselves, but for the people around them, in the world around them, in the country around them, for their family back home, for their friends living away. They woke up and they did this, and they did it with such dignity and valor that I can barely even comprehend the amazing amount of possibilities that the good things that they did wrapped into our lives nowadays. So these are the kinds of people that I look to for motivation in life. Because what's the point in looking at evil people that are the rich ones with the silver spoon that send those great men to die? Why wouldn't I look to those great men to die? Because if they did it for me, why can't I do it for someone else? Right? So yes, the 11th of November 2023 is a day that we remember the people who fought. Because lest we forget their sacrifice. And today we remember not just the people that died during World War I, but also World War II. What about the people that died without their name ever being known, being in a battle that we never even saw? What about the people that died not even in a battle for country and land or for people and promise, but just because they knew it was the right thing to do? What about a police officer that sacrificed themselves so that you could get home tonight? People sacrifice so much of who they are trying to do what they think is good. So give human beings the benefit of the doubt. Because one guy spent a very long time making fire. And now you and me sitting here in the future designed by humanity, with so much around us in the world of abundance, we have literally everything possible that the problems we think now are actually the opposites of issues almost 120 years ago. We are the single greatest species in existence. We have conquered this planet with an iron foot. We have trudged through mud. We have climbed mountains and scaled clouds. We have left this planet and gone to our satellites. We have built our own because they were not good enough. We have actually changed all of history. We have warped the world for the things that we want, the things that we need. And it sounds selfish from this point of view. So I need to know, lest we forget the people that died during the wars that we don't remember, the people who gave up what they had to make our lives better, the ones who sacrificed things that we'll never truly understand, because I am someone that knows quite a bit. You are someone that knows even more. But they are people that are wiser than we could ever comprehend, because what would you give up to fix your entire world? So I'll see you guys all tomorrow on the 12th of November 2023. And hopefully one day we can find motivation in good people, not money-floating, narcissistic, evil beings. 11/11/11. Good date and time, right? See you guys soon.